Hey everybody, hope all is well. Just back with another video today. Now today I want to talk a little bit more about Pierre Poilievre's recent campaign. He's been putting out a lot of really wholesome, heartfelt ads recently, and I just kind of want to touch on another one he just made. Now he's got this slogan called "Bring It Home," and another ad he made was "Bring home affordable food." And I think that's a very powerful message for Canadians because a lot of people are really worried about how much they're paying for gas, food, rent, etc. And Pierre Poilievre has done a great job kind of attacking the financial policies and the financial issues in this country because more and more Canadians are more concerned about this because it just keeps going up, and they keep wanting to raise the carbon taxes and introduce this tax and that tax, and it's getting to be a bit much. He recently made this ad talking about how Trudeau's carbon tax hurts Canadians financially with these crazy prices, because if gas goes up and it costs more money to bring our food here, and therefore these grocery store owners are having to pay a higher bill to get the same groceries, so then they have no choice but to raise prices. Are some of these places, like maybe big corporations like Walmart, who I believe was caught price gouging, are they doing this on purpose? Some of them are. Right, like there's not as much inflation as I think we are told there is, and I do think that some of these big corporations are putting an extra 50 cents or a dollar on an item where it doesn't need to be. And I believe in free market capitalism, but I do not believe in immoral capitalism, and price gouging 100% is immoral capitalism. I don't like it, and I do think the government should step in and do something about that, and they should definitely be investigating these large companies to make sure they're not doing it. And Canadians are just really being sick. They're sick and tired of being, told that their taxes are going to be raised, and this is going to help with this and help with that, and it really hasn't. I know there's all these forest fires that are getting a lot of coverage, as they should be, but most of those are not from climate change. They're from arson. Right? And they keep saying, it's the highest year of forest fires. It's like, okay, well, I've seen documentation saying that it was actually in 1955 that was the deadliest year, that's the year that we had the most forest fires in Canada. So I don't really understand on how people can kind of believe this amount of alarmism, because that's what it is. Climate change is a real thing, and we need to work on it and progress to more green, clean energy. But to just blame forest fires on climate when we've always had forest fires in more lush areas of the country, where there's a lot of dry wood in the summer, and then there's lightning, that could start a fire. There's people who have campfires that get out of control, or bonfires, that can start major forest fires as well. It's not really all about climate change like they keep saying, but that's the kind of alarmism they're using, because they want to scare you, so that when they raise taxes and rob you, you go, oh, it's okay, it's better than having the oceans be at boiling temperature, which is what those Just Stop Oil protests, what those protesters are saying. And it's ridiculous. I mean, they're making ridiculous predictions that by 2025, the ocean is going to be at boiling temperature. No, it's not. And if we are that far gone, then we're gone. There's no saving the planet if we're that far gone. So it's a bit ridiculous. It's a lot of alarmism, but they use that to scare you into doing what they want, so they can continue to steal from you. They did that during a certain pandemic a few years ago. Scared everyone into basically giving up their businesses, giving up their job, giving up their life. That's all they want. They just want to scare people into getting their way, and we have to start waking up to this, because if we don't, they're just going to keep doing it. I don't think Pierre Poilievre is trying to scare people into a vote. He's just saying what's happening. He's just saying, hey, look at how bad this is financially for Canadians. And a lot of Canadians write him letters and emails saying, hey, look, this is really bad. I can't afford a 15-bedroom or a $1,500 one-bedroom apartment. It's ridiculous. So Pierre Poilievre is making these really heartfelt messages, these ads with his child and his wife, and just kind of really resonating with the average working middle-class Canadian family. And more and more people, the more ads he's making, the more and more people are kind of starting to like him, even on the left. I think a lot of people on the left are kind of accepting, like, he's going to be the next prime minister, and we'll give him a chance, see how he does. And if he, does what he actually says, which for the first time, and that he would be the first politician to ever do that in my life, if he actually did what he said. Is he going to? Don't know. I've covered this many times. We'll have to see, but it looks more and more every single day that he is going to be the next Prime Minister of Canada. Now, unfortunately, we have to wait another 2 years for an election because there's no way one's happening this year. And I don't know where the country's going to be in the next 2 years. It's kind of a scary thought. 2024 and 2025 could be really disastrous if things don't start to change. If things don't start to come on the up and up in terms of financial prices going down so that the middle class family can start to rise again. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment and please like and subscribe.